but you gon' need to chill like an ice age. Underrated, we still getting big paid. Put a smile on your face, it's a good day. Pray to God it don't mind what the streets say. Out of sight, out of mind, this ain't horseplay. Very sure and still it ain't no way. I won't photo your grave, that's what I say. Keep it pushing, we still saving lives, bro. On a mission, I might just go solo. But I know I can't do this alone though. So I call up my friends, they on go mode. Might be hacking, I know all the cheat codes. Thinking fast, moving slow on the uploads. Thanking God for the blessings that had me. Thinking I will forever be happy. Putting words over beats, I get crafty. What you rocking, I'm still wearing khakis. Got me tripping real spooky on Sundays. Like the way that I'm saying saludar. Cop the merch cause the shirt match the outfit. Cut the button, my cause you don't like. Ayy, cut the button, my cause you don't like. Cop the merch cause the shirt match the outfit. Cut the button, my cause you don't like.
Revisa tus armas y dispositivos. Los aviones se están preparando para el despliegue. Enemigo en el área. Se acabó el recreo. Es hora de visitar Warzone. Battle Royale. Elige un punto de descenso para tu equipo, soldado. Gas acercándose a tu posición. Ve a la zona segura.
Punto de descenso marcado. ¡No se separen! Su marcador. Recibido.
Me estoy moviendo.
Bien, muchachos. Vamos a hacerlo.
Tu armadillo es débil.
Otro viejito ya de aquel lado.
Me estoy moviendo.
Que no te acuerdo de aquí, güey. Ya. ¿De izquierda o derecha? Vamos, pues. ¿A dónde?
Objetivo, aquí.
Ah, y si agarramos el coche, güey. Déjale, quito el coche, güey.
Yo
Fusil de
conduciré.
asalto marcado.
¡Ay! ¡Cárrale, gordo! ¡Está por derecha!
Presentaré aquí. Por aquí.
Es un barato, güey, pero sí. Para la madre. Y escuchando ahora que te pasó, pero no sé. Vámonos, güey. Vamos a ver cómo hacemos.
Yo puedo conducir.
Presentaré aquí.
¿Sí? ¿Sí mero acá? Sí, no, güey, ya. A ver.
Cambio de posición.
¿Sí? ¡Ah! ¡Qué aguanta esto!
¡Me vieron!
¡Mierda, los tengo encima!
Esto es el Gulag. Sobrevive y podrás. Escucha, soldado. Gana aquí y volverás al combate. Pero si pierdes, será tu fin. Sigues tú, soldado. Ahora, acaba con este infeliz.
¡Lanzando una aturdidora!
La comiste.
Todo está prisa. Se espera para el redespliegue.
Hola, Damián. Vamos.
A tu compañero le dieron una paliza de aquellas. Lo enviaremos a casa.
No activado las de la Ford, güey.
Solo quedas tú. Hazlo.
¿Qué puedo hacer? Voy a agarrar este. Y...
Hay un vehículo aquí. Identifiqué un contrato de carrera de abastecimiento.
Ay, es que abre mal la panorama, no viste el güey, estaba al lado izquierdo, pues, al lado primero, güey.
El tiempo corre. Al objetivo.
Ya lo tiraron, pues.
Cambio de posición.
Sí, hacer. No, ya está ahí. Chingue su madre.
¡Movimiento! Objetivo del contrato marcado. Yo conduciré.
Contrato cumplido. Buen trabajo allá afuera.
¿O sea, mamón? Tengo un güey aquí. No, vete.
Objetivo aquí. Ya despejaron el lugar. Podría ser una emboscada. Olviden esa orden.
Estoy arriba,
Cambio
güey.
de posición. Objetivo, aquí. Entendido.
Tengo un lanzador aquí.
Pinche vato. Campero me mató. ¿Sigues en el aire o dónde estás?
Vehículo aquí.
Vehículo.
Marcando contrato de carrera de abastecimiento.
Contrato de carrera de abastecimiento. Entendido.
Yo conduciré. Yo conduciré.
Hay un vehículo aquí. Me estoy moviendo.
¿Será que me revive y... Ah, no, ¿sabes qué? Me revives, güey, tienes el coche y
¿Quién
vamos a
tiene el mundo
probarlo.
marcado?
¿No? Primero, te veo en las armas.
Yo conduzco.
Vámonos.
Quiero este.
No sé, ¿quieres chingarte la corona de una vez?
¡Hostil!
¿Qué la corona, güey?
Contrato de recompensa aquí.
Cada güey no se ve. Hay que bajar aquí, güey. Bájate. Hay que empezar a movernos lentamente, güey. El güey no estoy seguro que va a estar arriba. Y va a estar campeando.
Aquí hay de medio calibre.
El gas se está aproximando.
Marqué un objetivo.
¿No lo viste? Tú ve por la... Está arriba, güey. tarjeta, güey. ¿Dónde está? Sácalo. Vamos.
Eso te devolverá al juego.
Ya
UAV
saben que estamos
enemigo
aquí,
arriba.
güey.
Sistema Trophy desplegado.
O sea, que vamos a correr como cobardes. Muchas gracias. Chingada madre, porque yo tengo una forma para subir de pelea.
UAV enemigo arriba.
Creo que tú y yo no nos vamos a ver, ¿no? Ya está, güey.
Estación médica marcada.
¿Qué hacer? ¿Qué hacer? ¿Qué hacer? Te voy a preguntar a ti qué quieres hacer, porque no me haces caso.
Gas acercándose. Ve a la nueva zona segura.
Me voy a ir por el coche, güey. Te vas a bajar.
Voy ya hasta aquí. Yo conduciré.
Eres el último de tu equipo. Termina el trabajo. UAV enemigo arriba. UAV enemigo arriba.
Aquí, güey.
Gas acercándose.
Yo conduciré.
Carga explosiva. Carga explosiva.
Pelea. Vuelve a la base, vale.
Carga explosiva.
¿Quién es ese meco aguado que tengo?
Enemigo entrando en el área. Practica un poco mientras pueda. Nos desplegaremos pronto. Se terminó el calentamiento. Hora de desplegarse en Warzone. Battle Royale. El gas se acerca muy rápido. A la zona segura.
Contratos aquí.
Tu objetivo principal es matarlos a todos.
Objetivo del contrato marcado.
UAV enemigo arriba.
3, 0.
En camino. ¡Hostil! Hay un vehículo aquí. Yo conduciré.
Eliminaste al objetivo más buscado. Buen trabajo. Gas acercándose. Se acabó el tiempo. Objetivo no completado. UAV enemigo arriba.
Tu armayutsu es débil.
UAV enemigo arriba. Escucha, soldado. Gana aquí y volverás al combate. Pero si pierdes, serás... Liquídalos o captura el objetivo. Te pateaste trasero. Espera el revés.
¡Papi, muñeño!
Contrato de recompensa aquí. Encontré un vehículo. En movimiento. Vehículo marcado. Yo conduciré.
Objetivo de recompensa.
Yo puedo conducir.
Practica un poco mientras puedas. Nos desplegaremos pronto. Se acabó el recreo. Es hora de visitar Warzone. Gas acercándose a tu posición. Te recomiendo moverte.
Vehículo marcado. En movimiento. En camino.
Bien, muchacho. Vamos a hacerlo.
Solicitando reconocimiento.
UAV ingresando en la zona.
Me estoy moviendo. Yo conduciré. Yo conduciré.
Atención, UAV. Regresamos a la base para reabastecernos.
This is not your everyday competition.
Yo conduciré.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Twitch Rivals, the show about the streamers we love, games they play. Today, we are going back to the world of Minecraft for our Block Brawlers North America Showdown. It's going to be wild. You're not going to want to miss it, and you're not. You're in the right spot. Congratulations, you already did it. Today's show, though, is special because it is presented by this September. Dustin and the Joy in Childhood Foundation are shining gold for Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. America runs on Duncan. We appreciate them being here as part of the show today. Let's bring in the host, the guests here. I'm the host, the captain, the people who are going to be on the show with me here. I'm joined by the lovely Glitter Explosions and Celtics. Also, welcome back. It's been like so long since we've had you on Twitch Rivals.
I'm so excited to be back. I heard you guys were doing Minecraft, and I just came running, knocking blocks out of the way. I'm here to see kids fall in lava today. That's what it's all about.
I there'll be at least a lot of fun, I believe, in our first game mode today. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. Glitter, welcome back to the show. We're ready for round 2 of Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm 100% ready because last time it was crazy, to say the least, and I think we have even more in store for our competitors today. I'm very ready.
I'm so ready for this as well. Let's get into the format and walk you guys through what's going to happen in today's competition because there's a worry. We'll walk you through it along with them, and they'll be playing across 4 different game modes today. They're almost that are unique to Minecraft, and I think that you'll be able to get them as we explain them to you. We'll do kind of 3 rounds of each of the first 3 modes, and then that final round, the top 4 teams will compete against the other 11 teams and 56 players. It should be crazy. The mode called Final Stand. We'll explain when we get there. Overall scoring, based on placement per game though, so want to do as good as you can in every round. You can get as many points, you can get as much of the $50,000 prize pool as possible, including a year's supply of Doritos for the first place. Pretty sure that's more valuable than $8,000. If you just put the chips on top, I still want to get first place there. But it's not just first that's getting money, everybody getting paid out here down to the last place, $1,200 going to that team. And then the final stand, the final round has its own prize pool of $4,000 up for grabs between both sides. We'll talk about that more when we get there. It's going to be crazy. Let's talk about the players, though, the streamers who are live to compete in our event today. Use that Twitch Rivals extension right side of your screen to see this list at all times. Ant Venom is back, one of the top competitors in every Minecraft event we've had here on Twitch Rivals. He brings Feinberg and Renex and Technic along with him, or Technique will see them out there on the battlefield. Moving along, again, all these teams looking so strong. You're going to want to make sure you're jumping into all their chats. But on the second page here, any team that jumped off of this page to you, Glitter?
I mean, I'm definitely going to be looking at Team Kara Corvus. She's someone that's not only competed in past Twitch Rivals, but she's done very, very well in these events. I feel like Minecraft's going to be another solid game for Team Kara Corvus.
Okay, we'll see if how their team does as well. Hannah Rose's squad, also some strong previous performers back for more blood. And Frost back there on Foolish Gamers as well. So many teams to talk about. Chat, let me know who you are rooting for in today's competition. Looking at page number 3, there's names that we're less familiar with because we haven't seen them in as many events. We see Speedy back there on Pizza Hut's team, but anyone here that you want to talk about, Seltzer?
Pizza Hut and his team, they've been raising money for charity, playing in a couple different tournaments, and Pizza Hut himself, big on hydration, so love to see that kind of advocacy for water drinking across the board there. Also, these other teams looking strong. A lot of familiar names from around the larger survival bigger servers.
Wonderful. Well, we'll see all these teams go at it. Quick, Melt, Fizzy. I like the shortness of the names. That's going to be easy to remember. Last base teams here. We got Sketch, Brax, and Shatter bringing a roster each. Excited to watch these guys all go at it. Chat. Hey, I see the people setting off. Tell me which team you're rooting for. Love to see the camaraderie. Love to see the team spirit here as we are getting into our competition. But as we think about the competition at large, there's there's 4 different game modes here, Claire, that they have to prepare for. And Minecraft is a variety game hub. I think many of these people are going to be used to using these basic mechanics in various different ways. But still, I feel like it's got to add a wrinkle to preparing for a competition like this.
100%. I mean, obviously there's like kind of the core mechanics, the core understanding of Minecraft that will play into all of these one-off games, but trust me when I say that the team behind the scenes has created something special. Okay, and I think the whole point is to keep them on the toes. See how well they can adapt to these evolving situations.
Okay. Well, Kara, I'm excited to talk more about the competition here in a second, but we have an interview with some of the players who are going to be competing today. I'm excited to get their thoughts on today's competition. We're on board with Kara, Corvus, and JoJo Solos here. Ladies, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us before the event today. Kara, when you looked at the format for today with all the different rules and all the different game modes, like what went through your mind?
Well, I thought we're going to need someone who's very well-rounded, people who are good at PvP, good at communication, and I thought no one was better suited for that than my right-hand lady, JoJo. While I may have brains, JoJo has brains and brawn, and she can carry this team to victory, I think. Thank you.
JoJo, what is the key to being a good communicator in a game like Minecraft?
You just gotta scream, man. People don't listen in Minecraft. You gotta scream as loud as you can.
Yeah, the question I have though is you're also accounting for brawn here. So how much of your strategy is based around just taking out the other team?
We'll look at it as like our different strategies develop. I was actually watching a lot of the EU footage to try to get a good strategy going on. It looks like, especially in the third round, like the third game, we're going to need a lot of PvP prowess. Maybe a little bit in the first round, but I think we have some strategies we can use to counteract any weaknesses we have. But I think we have a very well-rounded team, and I think we're going to do pretty well.
Nice. Very good. Yeah, so you guys put the word right out of mouth. I was actually going to ask what your strategy is, but since you've already kind of scoped out what you are going into here for today, then both of you, what do you think your best game mode is going to be? Which one are you most looking forward to?
So the first PvP heavy for me, right? I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, we played something similar to the third one a little bit ago in Twitch Rivals. I think JoJo's team won that one, so I think we're looking forward to the zone one.
Oh yeah, I did win that. Yeah.
Already got experience in the relevant modes here. Is there? This is not Twitch friends. You guys are Twitch friends, but it's still called Twitch rivals. Is there any team that you are hoping to knock out? Are you excited to get clips on? Like who you gunning?
There's a lot of teams that are. We've seen that we know are going to be very difficult to face. I think the Quig team, the Hannah team, the Foolish team, and what was the other one we were looking at?
I think you named them all. Oh, the Fire Breathmen team.
Fire Breath team, yeah. So we're friends with most of them, and we know how good they are.
Nice. Well, this is the perfect time to stop being friends and become a little bit more. Hey guys, Kara, JoJo, thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to us. Good luck in today's competition.
Thank you.
Okay, they're gonna go get prepared for the first of many game modes. Chat, we'll get you prepared for that first game mode here in just a moment. But before we get back to today's action, let's take a quick look at some of Twitch Rivals highlights from our super fun Friday Night Bite series presented by Pizza Hut. These were the best bites from our last event. Enjoy.
So much props in this attic. So much props in the barn. Coming downstairs. No. Run, Nick! Don't turn to applesauce, brother! Staying alive? You gotta break my
You gave us a nice highlight before you bowed out of the game. Look at Juju! Let's go, Juju!
Highlights are coming, and right there, Juju, the captain of the team, was able to seal the fate and get the victory and the win.
Here's a sniper. something that you have been longing for, Sancho. You've been asking for it, and he's teasing it. He is priming it, and there we go. Our first scope. Let's see if we get back to the scope.
Objetivo de recompensa identificado. Destroza al bastardo. Gas acercados. Reubicando zona segura.
Me quedo en este. ¡Hostil!
Bien hecho.
Localicé una estación de suministro. Reconocimiento aliado en línea.
UAV ingresando en la zona. Entrega de armamento, se dirige hacia allá. Estás entre los mejores 50. El gas está avanzando. Atención, UAV seco. Regresamos a la base para reabastecernos.
Yo puedo conducir. Voy ya hasta aquí.
Tiempo corre. Al objetivo.
Yo puedo conducir.
Before we get into today's action, we mentioned that today Duncan and Twitch Rivals are bringing awareness to the Joy in Childhood Foundation. To help us do that, here is Child Life Gaming and Technology Specialist Max William. Welcome, Max. Excited to have you on the show.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much.
Max, I'm like super excited, jumping out of my seat because I grew up down the street in Milford, Connecticut. I mean,
estuvo demasiado cerca. Solicitando
I
reconocimiento.
know personally, myself included, so I'm excited to have today. So to kick everything off, first, let's tell me more about your role at Yellow Hospital.
For sure, real quick, I just wanted to shout you out as well. You raised some money to donate a Gamers Outreach card to us that I use every single day, and I see your logo, and I hype you up to every family I share that gaming system with, so this is an incredible surprise and an awesome opportunity to thank you directly. So seriously, I use that thing every single day, and it has brought joy to so many kids. So seriously, thank you so much. You made my job a lot easier. So I'm the Child Life Gaming and Technology Specialist at Yale New Haven Children's Hospital. I get to experience how gaming gets to create a healing environment and also relieve our amazing child life staff from having to worry about managing video games and updating Xboxes and stuff. And also to properly utilize the hardware to its fullest extent. Gaming offers distraction and normalization and an outlet for patients who may desire more, complex entertainment.
Gotcha. Well, and what is, so talking about the initiative we're here with today, what is the Duncan Joy in Childhood Foundation, and why are you here on their behalf today?
Well, sure. The Duncan Joy in Childhood Foundation is the charitable foundation supported by Dunkin' Donuts and the generosity of franchisees, guests, vendors, partners, and employees. It's granted more than $30 million since its inception in 2006, and it'll grant $7 million this year alone. Its mission is to bring joy to kids battling hunger or illness, and the foundation partners with food banks, children's hospitals, and other nonprofit organizations. I'm here on behalf of the foundation to talk about their Connecting Joy initiative, a new grant program that funds gaming programs for kids and teens in hospitals.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, so then tell us a little bit about Duncan Connecting Joy grant your hospital received. How is that funding being put to use?
Sure. Well, it allows us to continue our gaming program. We're entirely grant funded. All of our hardware is donated. And it helps me and our child life staff create a healing environment where kids get to be kids and have fun. Most importantly, well, at least what I think is the most important thing is that it offers them agency in the feeling of getting to make their own decisions. A lot of the times the hospital's a place where kids can feel like stuff is happening at them and they don't have a choice in the matter. And video games provide a source of achievement and decision making, and that helps them feel like they're still in control throughout their hospital stay. I remember a brief story. I had a patient who had chronic pain, and I started to have longer gaming sessions with him as we started to really form a connection. He was just a god at Super Smash Brothers and Mario Maker. And as I gamed with him more, his care team reached out to me and they said, he's pressing his button less, when you're in there gaming with him. So that was kind of a really cool connection that the gaming was providing a relief that could aid the venison as well.
It was genuinely amazing to see your work directly translate to something that even the people in the hospital who can see wow, this is really making a difference. What we've said a few times today, Duncan is shining gold for Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. What does that mean? Why is it shining gold?
Well, they're shining gold to raise awareness for kids affected by cancer and their need for treatment care and to just bring joy and to brighten their spirits into tough times. And the foundation is giving $2 million in grants for organizations supporting kids battling serious illnesses such as cancer. And this amount includes $1 million for Duncan's Connecting Joy initiative. According to Cure Search, more than 40,000 kids undergo treatment for cancer each year. And virtual programming like this provides a way for pediatric patients to work on their cognitive skills, better cope with their hospitalization, and most importantly, have fun.
I mean, that's an incredible amount of money to be granting. It's got to feel good. So is that funding available for other hospitals?
Absolutely. The foundation is giving $1 million in grants, and organizations interested in applying for a Duncan Connecting Joy grant can learn more at bringjoy.org.
Wow. So what can, if I'm a viewer at home listening to this and think that's amazing, I want to contribute, I want to be a part of this, what can people do to help?
Well, through today, people can purchase Duncan Childhood Cancer Awareness Month gift cards at giftcards.dunkindonuts.com. And for every $25 in gift cards purchased, Duncan will give $5 to the Duncan Joy and Childhood Foundation, up to $70,000, or they can also donate at bringjoy.org to help bring kids battling cancer, hunger, or illness a little joy in their hospital stays.
Maximilian Williams, the Child Life Gaming and Technology Specialist. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, and good luck.
Thank you, guys. Absolutely.
All right, folks.
Have a good one. Thank you.
We're excited to continue on the show here and continue to support those initiatives here. Such a great cause with Duncan and the Joy and Childhood Foundation. Now, chat, for the other side of things with Duncan here, it's time for Guessing with Duncan, where you have a chance to win this new Twitch Rivals in Duncan Tumbler and Duncan gift cards by predicting the outcome in today's first game. Check out the widget, the Twitch Rivals section to watch your name shoot up the leaderboards and be looking out for predictions throughout the rest of game one here. Should be pretty fun. There's no purchase necessary. It's open to all 50 states plus DC. You must be 18 years or older. See the official rules at link.twitch.tv/TwitchRivals Duncan or enter !Duncan in chat for the full rules. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, game 1 of our Block Brawlers competition will be right here on Twitch Rivals.
If you can't be right, I do the same thing. I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay. I need you to stay. I do the same thing. I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay. I need you to stay. When I'm away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love. It's been difficult for me to trust, and I'm afraid that I'ma fuck it up. Ain't no way that I can leave you stranded, 'cause you ain't never let me empty-handed. And you know that I can't live without you. So baby, stay. I'll be fucked up if you can't be right, yeah. I do the same thing. I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay. I need you to stay, yeah. I do the same thing. I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay. 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 Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake. 'Cause I don't fucking care at all. You and I don't right, I don't know where you've been. Everybody worries, making me sad. I don't fucking care at all. 'Cause I have feelings for you. I don't fucking care. They ain't even there. 'Cause I have feelings for you. I gotta fucking care. Baby, you're too good for me.
Hold up. Let me know when you're ready to get. Count us out, look, we wildin' out. If you with it, ready, steady, go. Fight me, go fight me, 'cause this is war, this is war, this is war, this is war, this is still. Born for greatness, man. Hold up.
Practica un poco mientras puedas. Nos desplegaremos pronto.
Welcome back. We are moments away from getting into round number 1 of our Block. No, I might. Dyslexic brain is not having fun. The Block Brawlers North American featuring Minecraft show here on Twitch Rivals. I'm way fun, joined by Glitter Explosion and Seltzer. And this is gonna be crazy. We have 3 different modes to qualify for a 4th mode, but 15 teams competing. Seltzer, this is a wild one. They're gonna have to prepare for different modes every single time. This first mode is a doozy.
Yeah, this is going to be, you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, the players falling perhaps into things, perhaps off things. A lot of opportunities for that to happen in this one. They're going to be spread out over the course of a bunch of floating islands. You can see them building 1-block-wide bridges here between each of them. Big contest areas that can be super important, but Glitter, what are they running around trying to get?
So essentially, our teams are trying to bounce around to those various islands where there's vendors. They can buy upgrades to acquire all these resources that they're trying to get. You saw those their carriage or home bases have, so they have to get all these resources in their allotted amount of time, but it's not going to be easy. You can see that they got melon, potatoes, carrots, wheat. Because there's going to be a little bit of PvP here, Caleb.
There is, because the thing is that every team has a base. You're going to try and collect 4 resources. Each resource has a point value associated with it. So there's one resource that's worth 1 point, one that's worth 2, one that's worth 3, one that's worth 4. And you got to use the resources in front of you. You'll get an inventory as you spawn. You can see everyone's using wool to connect. You'll get 1 stack of team-colored wool, and you'll get 2 tools depending on that round and what's relevant. And then the goal is just to, at the end of the round, have as many of that resource in your inventory as possible. No rules about what you can do. You could go steal inventory from other teams. You could take the inventory out of their box and throw it off the cliff. You can do any of these things. The thing is after about 4 minutes in the round, the bottom team is going to be eliminated. They're going to be knocked off. If you're the lowest scoring team as far as points, that you will be eliminated from that round. And then every 30 seconds or so, another team is eliminated. So there's 1 team left, and that will be the final. That will be a complete round. We're playing 3 rounds. After every round, your score is frozen, and when you start the next round, that score carries over. So you will have your point total across all 3 rounds is cumulative. There's different items you have to get in every single round. And then at the end of that, we'll have teams ranked from 1st to 15th, and you'll receive points on turn. If you play first, you get 15 points for the Vanilla Royale round. There's 3 rounds within a round, and then we'll go on to the 100 round. So we'll talk about that mode when we get there. So a lot of rounds within rounds, people competing. The main thing you gotta pay attention to is make sure your streamer is getting as many of the things that are on the 4 boxes at the middle of their face as possible. One of them is worth more than others. I believe for the first round here, we're going with ores. So different types of ingots. You have coal, iron, gold, and diamonds. Obviously, you can understand which ones would be the most valuable. You can see them there on their base there. So coal's worth 1, iron's worth 2, gold's worth 3, and diamonds are worth 4. With as many diamonds as you possibly can to keep going up.
Taking a lot of time to build a very nice double wide bridge there. I don't know if that's useful.
Get away!
This went immediately into the melee.
Well, they found a stack, so they're like, let's just go. Oh, dead. 10-second respawn.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that was Kara Corvus' team kind of starting some of those battles. And we did hear from JoJo that she was ready for the PvP action. So I'm not surprised that we're seeing that already. But you'll see that a lot of our players are in a separate area right now. And they're in the middle of the map. There is a going gold vendor, obviously the theme for today. Okay, now that's going to be a very highly contested area of the map because you can actually buy powerful buffs in this area that will last for a limited amount of time. Now, these buffs are expensive, but they can really, really help a team out if, say, a team has raided their base and stolen anything that they've collected so far. So we're going to see a lot of action here.
That's a great call out. Everything from the going gold vendor is going to be a bit of a game changer. So it's important now that people are running after it, but we're definitely going to check back in there as we get towards the end of the game and see if we can get any big swings in those last couple minutes too.
Okay, so bad, I'm leaving.
We're hearing a lot of communication. That's something we talked about earlier. I mean, we even asked Kara and JoJo about, how big of a factor is that going to be in your gameplay today. JoJo saying that you just kind of had to be the loudest. Whoever was screaming the loudest is going to be the one that was heard the best. But so far, I know we're just kind of starting things off. Teams might be feeling out how this is all going to play, but things seem rather organized right now.
Ooh, somebody goes off the edge there. You gotta watch out for that.
I stole their coal.
We're doing good. We're doing good.
There is so much to learn. I'm actually going to be watching the players today with an eye for notes because Minecraft has evolved a lot since it first came out, and I know a lot of these players have a lot of really good trick jumps down. They've got a really... Wait to see what happened.
That was, I mean, I heard him saying it, I wasn't sure how much he had, but we heard Twig saying that he was able to steal one of the team's poles. So I don't know how much he stole, but successfully made it over back into his team's base and placed it in the box. So that's the type of stuff we're also going to be keeping our eyes on because that aggression will either help bring teams back from the brink if they're at the bottom, or will kind of keep it so there's no massive lead with one team out on top.
Yeah, that's a great call-out, Glitter. You can actually steal from the opposing teams, I think, up to 3 resources at once. And as you said, going after resources is time and labor intensive. maybe it's just easier to start stealing from everybody else. So interesting to see as that strategy develops too.
Now, chat, one thing for you to remember, we have the command center channel right on the side, which gives you a constant update of the scoreboard. Not that you don't already have one here in game, but it also gives you a perspective where you can watch one particular team at all times. For this first game, we have Connor Corvus, the team we interviewed at the top, in the command center. But for the future mode, you'll be able to vote on which team you want in that command center. So keep that channel pulled up and keep an eye on the polls. Also, make sure you're voting and to get some with Douglas and Prime.
We'll be able to focus on one of those teams. So hopefully chat is paying attention to that. Now we're actually watching Chatter's perspective. I actually wonder, Saludar, if they're doing, if they have sort of like a role for the Wizards setup where they have a couple players dedicated to resource acquisition, maybe some for defense and PvP, one person focusing on trying to get enough money for the going gold vendor. There's got to be some sort of like a team setup, right?
Yeah, I know we got some hint of that with Cara Corvus' team. She was telling us that there was going to be a bit more of the aggro player. Cara was going to be a bit more of the strat caller, especially breaking down these different game modes. That's something to watch out for too, especially when we get these looks of where players are running to drop off their resources. We'll see if any of them are keeping players behind the defense. It doesn't seem to be a popular strategy, but they did build a bit of a defense over there. I think that was for Shatter's team. Did you see all the blocks around their turn-in zone?
Yeah, I think I had noticed that had started a little bit as well for the orange team and the gray team that came to me next to each other. They were kind of trying to build walls on the parts of their bridges or their islands that were a little bit closer to each other. I like this bridge system that we've got here for Team Quig, that they have like a going out side and a returning side so that they're not having some unnecessary traffic happen when they're making their way around.
Quick, cold-blooded, just knocking somebody off the bridge there.
That's the bottom team.
He gets eliminated to grab their resources.
Yeah, that's a good call out with the bridges too. You can see with only one lane, it gets to be a bit of a contest. So if you can avoid that with your teammates, building an indoor and an outdoor, good play.
Now, you can see at the top, there's a timer for team elimination. It's counting down. The team is going to get eliminated here in a minute, 13, 12 seconds. Right now, Sketch's team is in last by 3 points. They're going to need to find 3 more resources to pass Fire Breath so they're not eliminated.
Ooh, and I believe this was the one that had just gotten knocked off by Team Quig as well, that Seltzer had called out. So
I think so.
Maybe they just need to switch. You know, we talked about this before coming today. There is a possibility that bottom team, which I guess right now would be Sketch's team, have to do something crazy, get that buff in the middle, and just fully, you know, raid and try and do whatever they can and get as many resources in a very short amount of time.
I think it's interesting too. We're going to be playing 3 rounds of each of these game modes, and I'm sure the first round of each of them is going to involve a lot of learning for each of our teams. So by game 3, we're going to see a lot of different strategies too. And I think that is the 15 team eliminated now.
Yeah, it should be yes, that was a Team Fire Breath got locked in 15. So Team Sketch did pass them, but in 13 more seconds, another pass is going to happen. Connor Corvus and Brax looks like right now tied for 10 with 10 points to 13 and 14. Who's it going to be?
Oh.
Oh, 2 seconds.
It didn't have to be like that, Fire Breath.
Oh.
So close. Okay, there's not.
Was those Team Pete got
Okay, I think they're balls are empty. Oh no!
Not Pizza Hut.
Yeah, okay, it's fine. Try and get stats. Get armor. We're doing good.
No, Pizza Hut's in 14th now. They've got 6 points. This is still a place they can come back from. There's so many resources on these other teams, though.
Yeah, I feel like they're gone. They have been the unwitting victims of somebody coming in and stealing their resources straight out of their base. I feel like this is like a double whammy when it comes to the stress factor, because you're worried about the countdown timer, but you're also worried about every other enemy team, whether that's about PvP side of things or stealing your resources. And these timers I feel like they're going, all of a sudden I feel like they're going very quickly.
It does. It's like the first 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes or so is free for all, and then it goes like every 22 seconds a team gets eliminated.
Now, as they get eliminated, here's another question. Do their resources become unavailable? Can we salvage? I'm keeping a close eye on the players here, where they're moving around. But Caleb, do you have any insight?
Well, the team did. We heard some of the teams strategizing about it, saying, "Hey, we should be ready to go and collapse on a team that gets eliminated and steal their resource." So something the team thought they could.
As much as the bottom of the scoreboard has been moving, especially as teams are dropping off, it seems like Team Freeway is sticking strong at the top. 91 points.
You can hear Kara who making the call to her team that they are the next on the list to be eliminated if they cannot figure out what they're going to do with resources. And honestly, I mean, I guess I'm looking at the top 4. They're pretty far behind. They could technically leapfrog above Team Bragg, but I think they actually just also were stolen from right before. So Corvus is eliminated.
Yeah, but I think it's interesting too. Mark said she was studying the European Twitch rivals, trying to get some tips from the competition as it's played out over there. How studied up are the rest of these teams that they're able to excel in the same way? They have a plan to take on this map, and it is amazing.
We just got a confirmation from Liga. Cannot farm off of eliminated teams, so some of their resources probably get eliminated with them. There's some team trying that and ultimately spell their demise.
I do like that though.
Davies team has passed. 2 teams have passed 4 away from the 100 now.
I feel like we've got a little bit of a system here for some of these. Oh no! But they'll respawn very, very soon. But yeah, it's never an easy way to go.
I didn't see the flying bridge over. I was the only one who didn't attack. Shoot.
Only down to 6 teams remaining there. And protect against some people. Oh, keep turning it in. Is somebody trying to rob them? I can't quite figure out what's happening here. There's a lot of somebody's down.
This is what's going to start resorting to. There will be a point where whoever is in first place is probably pretty solidly in first place, so they're going to have to defend against all of the other teams trying to make their way in and take the resources from them and knock them down on that list of lead teams. Wait for the next one to be eliminated. There's only 5 teams left right now, and Team Anthem is actually pretty far behind the 4th place team, so they're going to have to make a crazy play.
Team Shatter, though, climbing up the scoreboard over here, and I noticed they have gone gold at least twice. I haven't seen any other team go for it as much as they have.
Round 1 is a lot of learning. You can hear them figuring out the price of armor or weapons, probably refining the strategies for how they want to move forward into round 2 and 3. Right, as I say that another team's gone. We're down to top 3 already, and we were, talking about Team Four-Way and how we're in a good spot, but right now they are actually, they've managed to fall pretty far behind.
Yeah, they have been subtracted from. They have progressed a little targeted, and we see that the teams who move towards the top were also the targets of some breakers over the course of the map. But now only 2 teams remain. It's going to be a little hard to decide whether they want to different forces or go after each other.
Oh, they're so close to self-care. They're 1 point separating first and second place. They have 12 seconds to figure out. Wow!
They're pulling away so quickly. Oh my gosh, it's a 170, 159 for the second place team.
Identificación positiva del objetivo de la recompensa. Líquidalo.
What a round. GG's in chat.
Dang, score there from Team Davey. Although you see the points distributed from their first round finish, we're going to add those up over the course of 3 rounds. So there's still lots of room to move on this loudness.
Gotcha. That's crazy stuff there, man. Wild round 1 there, but chat, guess what Duncan for now is finished. And for those participating in Duncan, your board to see your place at the top. 20 scores win. A friendly Twitch staff will reach out and confirm your participation in prizes. Be sure to come back to the next Twitch Rivals for your chance to play and win. This September, Duncan and the Joy of Childhood Foundation are shining gold for Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Get $25 in Duncan gift cards, and Duncan gets $5 for the Duncan Joy and Children's Foundation on your behalf. Valid September 1st through September 30th, 2021, and up to $70,000 in donations. It's only available at www.giftcards.dunkindonuts.com. Twitch Rivals runs on Dunkin'. All right, crazy round number 1 there. And what's wild, guys, we're going to have very different rounds 2 and 3 because the resource they're going to be harvesting here, Glitter, is going to change dramatically.
Yeah, and for all we know, that could change, you know, their entire play style. Like you said, we started everything off with ore and things moving forward and confronted with crops. So that's what we saw them obviously mining whatever they could. They don't have to do that right now, right? They don't have to go through their basic stuff to get the resource.
I assume I don't know. We'll see if the map changes to some degree, like how much the surface area changes. But instead of it being about depth and about going down, Seltzer, now it's literally about surface area. It's about how much like farms can we put down to try and grow as many crops as quickly as possible. I wonder if there's going to be a bone meal factor as well.
Yeah, something I saw in the sample gameplay when they were showing us how the game mode would work. You saw that people were dropping down that bone meal to get the crops to grow really quickly. So how are they going to access that? There's skeleton archers out there somewhere. They're going to be able to pick up bones. There's a lot of questions I have, and I'm sure the players are just as curious. So just as we learned along with them last time, I'm interested to see what strategies emerge over the course of this play.
Yeah, this is gonna be a wildly different round. The loadouts change a little bit as well. While you still have that stack of wool to help you build bridges across, instead of having pickaxes and axes, you now just have a wooden hoe to start things out. So jump on board with the winners of round 1 to see how they do in round 2. Oh, look, a lot of the ground is already farmland here too.
Yeah, that's what I would say. We're kicking things off right away, and already you can see that there's the allocated space for it, so that they know exactly where they need to be going, focusing on to get those resources. And already the PvP's breaking out. Team Firebreath not happy with their finish last time. They instantly go to knock out some of the enemy players.
Yeah, there's a lot of fighting that's going to happen early on over the small amount of crops that are available. You got to decide how you want to divide them up, and you break them down into seeds right away. There's going to be some gameplay over these early and rare resources, and yeah, we're seeing a little bit more violence here. Love it.
Okay, all right, but people are already back in our central going gold vendor as well. I think they figured out that how valuable these buffs are, and that they weren't as expensive as they had initially anticipated. So now they're more willing to kind of stay in this area and battle it out for that extra boost.
Yeah, both Davey and Shatter made a lot of plays off going gold last round.
Wait, how do I get better tools?
These free emeralds. I love the emerald dispensing. Just give me some of those, please.
How many emeralds do we need for that?
You have to incentivize everybody to come over and battle it out. I mean, you've just got emeralds popping up out of the ground. Why not?
I'll fight for that. So we talked a lot about stealing last game and how that became a factor here. Especially towards the end of the game. So that's definitely something we're going to keep a close eye on too as this one progresses. When you start to see people subtracting from the scores on the right side of the screen, that's when you know someone is taking resources out of their home base. And that's where that team has to decide whether they want to run back and defend, whether they want to find that player's base and do a little raiding of their own, or whether they just need to keep farming in this case.
I think they also need to pay attention to whichever teams are unintentionally kind of battling it out more frequently than other teams. Because I'm sure with the amount of players that we have in here right now, that there had to have been a couple teams that kind of flew under the radar and weren't raided as much as some of the other squads were. And if you can kind of figure out where those more quiet teams are, that is potentially what made it easier for some of our squads to rack up so many resources when we saw them in the hundreds.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, we're seeing some fast-growing carrots. Now, when we talked about stealing last round too, I think when you steal from somebody else, you can only carry 3 resources from their setup. So it is a question of whether it's worth it when you want to risk it for just 3 resources.
But if you're able to grab 3 of the 4-point resource, which in this case is pumpkins, you only have 3 pumpkins, that's 12 points. We've seen easily be a difference between being eliminated or not. As you can see, the timer at the top still 3.5 minutes before the first team is taken out, and then things will start to go fast.
yeah, not only do you get those 12 points, but you get to take them away from another team. So.
Yeah, it's a 24-point swing.
Yeah,
Hurry away.
That's a massive reminder to what Pumpkins are saying, just in case chat forgot. The resources do have different point values, so pointing out the fact that, you know, pumpkins are what people are going to want to be stealing, like those diamonds last time. And there aren't actually so many prongs to the potential strategy that can go into playing this well. It is deceiving. I know it, you know, it's Minecraft, but this specific game mode can be very intricate.
Coraway up on top. They were our leaders for the majority of the beginning of the game. That fell off once there became fewer teams.
I'm gonna hard focus emeralds only for the next like 2 minutes.
Vehículo marcado.
Hard focus. What's the strategy going to be and how is it going to play out?
Clean up the emeralds. I think, we were talking about bone meal. It looks like people were using the way they can convert emeralds to bone meal, or they can use the emeralds as bone meal. I'm not quite sure what I saw there.
Right to mid, grow it, and then fucking come back.
Yeah, this is the play.
The emeralds can be
Brad, you still need boots and helmet, right?
By weapons, armor. Maybe that's where they're getting. Maybe they're buying with the emeralds that way.
Okay. I'll get you leggings now, and then I need like one more trip from what we get.
They're coming over. They're coming over too.
The emeralds as well to make sure they have enough money to kind of build up. You can see them sharing armor and things that they've acquired right now so that they can start doing PvP and maybe focusing on defending their base as well.
Somebody needs to organize a raid on Team Curryway. They have run away with the score double anyone else. 102 points.
That's
impressive. Can you imagine if this game had proximity chat? He's like, wait, choose. Let's go get Coraway. Let's go take him out. Like, he's getting up with the team.
You are an agent of chaos right now, Wavebug.
Those are teams.
Nobody there. I just can't believe this is high octane gameplay and I was watching 4 people farm carrots. I was locked in.
Alright, I guess I should figure out this emerald mechanics soon.
Okay, Team Orange built himself a nice little wool base over here and a very complicated bridge. I don't know why they're doing this to themselves.
Well, I think the black is them.
That's
Yo, sabotage.
That's what I was talking about last game. It was orange and and black. They were right near each other. And they kept trying to focus this bridge with small barriers. I think they've discovered that bigger barriers are better, and they're really making the bridge crossing difficult for each other. And that's also the focus that I'm talking about. If you notice that orange and gray or black are going up against each other all the time, right? Then that potentially, if they're fighting on the bridge, leaves one of their bases open. Maybe that's kind of a free steal if you can sneak in there.
Yeah, I also noticed that Team Curryway travels as a group when they can. I usually see all 4 of their names at once on screen when we've flown over, and that's got to be a big factor in winning those melees and being able to defend yourselves as you move through the map.
We have 20 seconds off this, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you got good communication. We hear great, very clean comms from everybody. Very nice.
I know, I'm surprised. I'm surprised so far. You can see every single base has its own version of defense around its resource receptacles currently to try and prevent people from stealing and more players getting knocked off their bridge. Nobody has committed to more than single black white bridge though. No one's really kind of wanted a wider platform for themselves.
I had to get 12. I got killed.
Oh, dude, someone was literally invisible, huh? This is so bad, yeah. No, we're literally out. Like, there's no way we get back from this. Dude.
Big ass car Corvus.
Yeah.
Oh. Sad to see him eliminated. I'm always so invested in the team we interview at the top of the show. They become my favorite by virtue.
I'm not gonna be able to do this? No. Oh my god, no, these guys are too good. Why?
Oh, things are starting to get a little bit rough. You can see just the massive score disparity. I mean, it's pretty much 6 down. Okay, so maybe that's the strategy. Maybe for as much as you can, you have to try and focus on acquiring as many resources as possible.
Reconocimiento aliado en línea.
200. Nobody's stopping them right now.
We saw 100, like 150 was like the highest score at the end of the last round. We're at 200 and there's still 11 teams in the game.
think it just depends. Some people do it, yeah.
Oh, well then there you go. I've got plenty.
I think we can hear some of the other teams trying to figure out how Team 4-Way is doing such a fantastic job with their sport. It's one of the situations where the point, even if they did get rated, they would still be in a game. It would take multiple teams kind of a point to go up against them and bring them back down to a little bit closer score. This is whatever Team 4-Way has figured out is working fantastically for them.
Yeah, it's a shame, like Caleb said, the teams themselves can't communicate to each other to go after anyone in particular, but they're all capable of looking at the scoreboard, so maybe, just maybe they will come back and finish another row. Seems like Team Navy is sneaking up once again, so it is a consistent strategy and a consistent performance from a lot of these top finishing teams.
I'll try and target them right now. Yeah, go. I'm with you, Illumina. I'm with you. Wait, Illumina, you have a beat on you, so take beat.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. Oh! We gotta see if I come fan like right now.
Team Poland's catching.
Poland and Davey are catching up really quick.
Wow, that is savage. With 4-Way right now, you can hear saying that they want to focus team combat because they're at the bottom. They want to keep them low and ensure they cannot come back from W.
I can't believe you got away with that.
Spoken like a true billionaire class.
Keep them down, suppressor.
So there's a great suggestion from Angel Zero Damage Chat. Could you take the top team's resources and just shove them off the side 3 at a time? Yes, that is 100%. You could do that.
It's a purely like offensive strategy. It doesn't help your team necessarily. It just hurts the top team.
But you know what? You got a lot of efficiency of motion there. It's a sort of back to their resources.
You can just drain their 4-point resource. You can really hurt them. A 1-point game between team and oh my god, look at the runs on the board.
What?
There's 3 teams within 1 point of each other.
Did everyone's source just double? It seems like everyone has stopped focusing on healing and has just been farming.
What just happened? We're about to reach 300 with first place right now.
Okay, these are pumpkin. These two
and
are
second one. What is that?
Oh, 12 seconds.
There it is. What's gonna happen? Team Poland.
In 303 now.
Oh, Team Poland. No way! No! 1 point off.
Ooh, Team Navy just squeaking ahead of Team Currently here. Team Hannah now holding the top position. 336 resources at the disposal. A 4th point finish last round. Gonna move up big in the scoreboard if they can pick up this one.
5 seconds.
Oh, after holding on to first place for
That's still really good.
Eliminated. That had stopped sting a little bit.
Hannah and Davey going at it. Look at them go. 40 points up again.
Can they cover a 30-point deficit? Take a look at it with only 7 seconds on the board. They have to have it in hand. They have to be right home. Think that has Team Hannah.
We did something! We got it! Alright, next game. We got
Wow. That was dramatically different rounds here, Glitter, between rounds 1 and 2.
I'm telling you, it was the feel around. Round 1 is what everybody used as their baseline to figure out what strategy was going to work, which teams they wanted to go after. They didn't even know which teams were going to be closest to their base. They had to figure out everything. So after they got the lay of the land in round number 1, I mean, it was a 90-day performance for round number 2.
Yeah, and I think that there is something about the reproducibility of resources wrapped in what am I looking for? Plants and food, right? You can grow it, right? It's renewable, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Versus floors where you're having to constantly go down and find new ones. I think
You're not into that.
I do think that will inflate the scores in that way. Going into the next round, we're gonna kind of combine the two in a little bit. I think it'll be somewhere in the middle. I don't think it'll be 150. I don't think it'll be 350. I'm predicting like a 227 point score for the first round. There's 3 resources instead of 4. We're going to livestock: sheep, pigs, and horses. But because there's only 3 here, horses are worth 8 points. Sheep are worth 1, pigs are worth 2, horses are worth 8. So, gotta get them to breed.
I'm so excited. Are they going to lure them with
So yeah, like at the bridge, like the bridges, we might finally see the 2 wide bridges just so we can actually get them across.
Carrot leads and
This is about the most exciting gameplay I've witnessed on Twitch TV in recent years. I am thrilled to be watching this right now.
Only a sword to start here. You don't get an axe or a hoe or anything, so gotta back up and freeze. That's true.
You don't
Also,
really need
yes, one thing to note as well, it's just this pen. It's how many can you get in the pen. I think there's not a deposit box again because it's not something that can go in your inventory.
Alright, step 1, close up a bunch of the holes in that pen.
Carrot and wheat.
Thank you for the bird.
8.
Okay,
Yeah, I was wondering where they were going to find all of the animals. It seems like
I don't have the
they're just spread out on the neutral floating islands. You see all the horses are actually on the going gold central location. So now it's kind of got like a double whammy of value. People have to go farm their emeralds. They have to fight each other, and they have to figure out a way to lure their horses. And did you see, Seltzer, that they do have leads that they can purchase with emeralds, which might make it a little bit easier to bring, you know, your horse.
That actually might be a game changer, considering that's going to make the horse the easiest animal to lead in the game. It is notoriously difficult to round up your sheep and your pigs by just walking with fistfuls of resources across the map, hoping the AI follows you. So being able to strap a lead onto the horse, that's going to make these a very important resource. And I wonder how much we're going to see sabotage on these bridges, because that is the other huge factor in moving these animals place to place. They are very stubborn about where they will walk.
That's got combo.
I'm adding more. Oh, more.
Foolish gamers getting losing that battle there, as we see everybody else still trying to tough it out in the middle, getting as many emeralds as possible. I think you can. I mean, we even heard them all trying to figure out the best way to go about getting the animals on their side of things as well. Are they gonna be able to breed once they have 2 of each, or no?
Well, that's going to be really... I don't see any of the vegetable patches that we saw last game, but if we take a look at the gold vendor, there's a small chance you might be able to. It seems like a strategy that would get a little out of hand if you could just breed, but that's exactly what we're all about here at Twitch Rivals, so I don't see why we can't.
There's no way, right? I don't think there can be a way for that.
I'll tell you what, Glitter, if there's a way, these teams are going to figure it out. So I'm just going to keep a close eye on Team Curryway up here, because they've already found a way to rope in 12 points in this match.
The real question... Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying it's a horse and 2 pigs, or a horse and 4 sheep. Probably a horse and 2 pigs.
That's farm
Now we're up to 20. Okay, that would be another horse? Yeah.
Oh.
I very quickly to get the take off of it. Bring those back again.
I think one of the things I have to... Oh, go ahead, kid.
Well, I was going to say, we did see Team Corway at the top for how long in our last round, and then right at the end, it was, you know, like I said, it was those quiet teams. Team Hannah, it felt like went from, you know, 100 and something to 300 and something in a matter of 30 seconds. So Corway might be in a good spot right now. We keep our eyes on them. And hopefully they remember that, so that whatever it was, I don't know if it was a defense thing or if it was just not paying attention to how many other resources the other teams were sneaking in, but they definitely need to keep their eyes on that scoreboard.
Now I have another question.
Oh
no! Hey, yes, you can do that. I have learned, like I said, so much from these players. Oh, my workout.
They lost it.
Oh, you hate to see it.
How do I get you up?
Oh no!
Is there 2 horses there?
You ever just drop your horse?
Okay, drop me one lead.
There are 2?
We keep on going too far.
I think there are. I think we dropped both of those.
16 points.
It's an extremely Minecraft
There's
problem.
just one. No, there's definitely 2 there.
This is what they get for not building those double wide bridges. This is what I was talking about.
I don't see any downsides here. I think everything's fucking great.
The bungee.
I love Minecraft. This is amazing.
Why are you trying to?
I'm predicting. Just go.
Are they trying to be stolen?
Nice. Okay, we need.
Okay.
We need more.
Oh no.
Okay, we see a bit of a steal here from sheep. Bringing them home. Whoa, they turned around, they ran back.
They're taking my sheep. They really?
No. But it does look like he does have a fistful of wheat right there, so he's just got...
He's only got 2 hearts, though.
He didn't have enough health to really fend off the people that were stealing the sheep back, maybe? Maybe he had originally stolen them? I don't know. But he couldn't defend himself in that situation, has to back off.
Revisa tus armas y dispositivos.
Teams are
Los
starting
aviones
to
están
figure
preparando
out
para el
the
despliegue.
most efficient ways to get some of these animals to their bases.
So here's another question I have. To the ether, I ask it, or perhaps to Caleb. Can you kill the animals that belong to another team?
Animals can't die. I think I'm sure that the animals cannot take damage.
That's, first of all, great news, right? Especially what's happening to this horse.
Spider horse does whatever a spider horse does.
They keep losing the horses to that one corner.
There's 2 horses down there again. You can't. I'll just give up on it.
Let's definitely not change how we bring the horses over. Let's just keep them down. That's a good
Se acabó el
spot.
recreo. Es hora de visitar Warzone.
Points don't count if they are on the cliff side. They will be in the pen.
Lots of action around our defenders too.
Nice. I'm gonna keep it. So, Rad and Switch, what do you need armor-wise?
So I'm a bit confused. Were they keeping their animals in perhaps a place that maybe doesn't calculate the points of those animals?
No, I think that is the correct pen. I think the pen we were looking at earlier was one of the public places where the animals spawn.
Yeah.
Atención, gas acercándose. Vean las zonas quemadas.
I mean, that's obviously Team Forward. They had so many pigs. You've got one sheep. Checking in with Team Brad here. And Forward looked like that entire petting.
Look at this! They're gonna survive elimination by that one sheep. It was 0 to 1.
Wow.
Oh no, they got eliminated, the other team! Wait! I'm confused.
I think it might have wandered out of the pen.
Okay. Sorry, no, you go next game mode. Nice headphone.
El equipo enemigo está rastreando tu ubicación.
Solicitando reconocimiento.
Objetivo actualizado. A la siguiente ubicación.
Crazy mode! Oh, there's another pigs!
Objetivo actualizado. A la siguiente ubicación.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10 points!
Pig wants to go home, and you're chasing it away from...
Atención.
There's a lot of emotions on these swamp animals. Feeling real bad.
Were they lured to their potential demise, or did they escape?
Wait, Rad behind you.
That looked like a devious action from my part.
Alright, I'll just throw it at you, man. Boom. I'll focus on. I have a lead. No, I don't have a lead.
Vamos por esos billetes.
Team Kara Corvus going down. We're down to 11 teams left right now.
11 right now.
Oh, wow, they are! Oh no.
Nice.
This team cannot penetrate.
This is Team Shatter, I think.
No, we take them all.
Look at that!
That was Hannah! At the bottom, that was Team Hannah!
Oh, that's so tragic. Look at that. No. Bye, babe. Oh, love babe too.
This is amazing. This is everything I've ever wanted in even remotely competitive Minecraft. I just want you to know that.
Like 3 seconds of hardcore.
Alright, 18 seconds left here. We see whatever this streamer's name is leading 2 pigs across the bridge here. He's got to try to come back to the stage. The team being eliminated. And then I'm currently in 9th place, looking to stay off limits. This is Team Fire Breath. They're trying to get a few more points just in case Ant-Man and Dick will put them into the last few seconds. 2, 1, Ant-Man Fire Breath. Oh, the 2 pigs get in. They eliminate Ant-Man. Oh, it was actually so close. Oh, that's crazy.
That might be a whole new career, Caleb.
This is better part of the
I got Team Fire Breath now up for elimination. 22 points, not a big spread, definitely not as big a spread as we've seen in the other games here. It's so difficult getting these games to go where you need them to go.
Yeah, my number was entirely wrong. I thought we would be like the 200. No, we're not even gonna break
You
it.
think that it's a three-way tie? It's a three-way tie right now for 5th, 6th, and 7th, and someone is about to be eliminated. Okay, all right, I got 2 more points on the board.
This is crazy. This is so close.
Down!
You straight up have to have somebody just guarding your pen at all times.
Oh no!
Let's go 28 to 28. Mad Lad gets 1, 2. They're up by 4. A horse would make a difference. Oh,
Sledge horses.
4 away. This is it? I think this is it for Corway. They're out.
Oh, wow.
We watched them once again in first place for so long, and then towards the end, I feel like once they hit, teams left in the scores instantly flip on their heads, and Corway can't survive. We've got a Team Mad Jack also. But look how many animals they have in their pen, though!
That cannot be made. 1 point off.
No. That's it for them. 4 teams left.
Team Twig on top.
Well, we're getting 4th no matter what. Let's just go.
And they're following, of course, the Artosis strategy. They're ahead. They're going to get more ahead. They just keep focusing on building up their own pen. I don't see them too much going after anyone else.
I opened up. Oh my goodness.
Do they have all the horses? How is their score so high right now? They're at 65.
They're going good.
Hagamos esta mierda.
Let's go! Presented by Duncan.
Insult to injury with all of the points, and now the added buff, making sure that nobody can steal from them here in the final moments. 5 more seconds until 3rd place is eliminated, and Team Twig is looking pretty solid right now.
It's a one-on-one.
Cambiando de posición.
We just need to make sure they don't get it to ours.
Lanzando una.
I'm protecting. Yeah.
Va, termita.
I'm gonna die.
Silver, those points
65, 64.
Those points are massive.
So close. He's trying to get the sheep in. 2 seconds.
Oh,
it's in.
the prodigal sheep.
Tied?
Looks like,
Did they tie?
I think they both get first.
Did they lose an animal last second? Okay.
Wow. Gonna take first with 43 points. And that means they will earn 50 points in our tournament standings.
You said we need a fucking red team to help us out.
Wow.
Sure. Good job.
Underdog celebration. They're entitled.
So yeah, it's different. Let the emotion.
That was a comeback.
That was wild. What an event, man! You know, the one thing I was sad about this format is that just at the moment we start to really figure it out. Next mode. Let's get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Now I gotta relearn everything. And the next mode is entirely different. But what a battle here, Glitter. This was amazing.
This is a fantastic way to kick it off because I feel like from here, the game modes only get a little bit more chaotic and more chaotic. So I hope chat's ready.
I hope you guys are ready too. And chat, make sure you get your voting fingers ready to go because we've got the command center of which team we're going to feature on that channel. That poll's going to be going live here in just a moment, so you won't want to miss it. We're going to go on a quick break. When we come back, Mimic Hunter Action. What is that mode? We'll explain it after the break.
Ve a entrar en calor como corresponde. Pronto nos desplegaremos.
¿Quieres matarme? ¡Mierda! ¡Me disparan! ¡Lanzando una aturdidola!
¡Aquí viene!
todos los objetivos de la zona. Quedan 350. ¡Suave! ¡Mierda! Soldado enemigo acercándose.
Welcome back to what's rivals Black Brawler featuring Minecraft. Today's best show is presented by Duncan. This September, Duncan and the Joy in Childhood Foundation are shining and going for childhood cancer awareness. American Duncan. We've gotten through the first round, the first huge part of our tournament, and we're going into the next one here. I'm Wayfunk, joined by Glitter Explosions and Seltzer. And the first mode was crazy. This next one is just going to be a little bit more madness here. Glitter, you were saying earlier you think that this tournament just increases in chaos as it goes.
Yeah, purposefully. You know, I mean, you talked about keeping the players on their toes. Now we're going into mimic hunters. Okay, and I know you were excited for this one, Wavepunk, because of just how almost confusing it is purposely. So.
It's gonna be alright. We'll see what happens with everybody. Basically, every team is going to be assigned one of 6 skins of what kind of looks like an NPC, and then they're going to be put onto a map that's full of NPCs that are walking and standing around that also look like them. And then they're going to be assigned, and their inventory will be a skull. That skull will have the face of some other character in the game, and they'll have to go and try, and that character will be some other player on another team. They need to try and eliminate that player. The NPCs make it to where you can kind of like hide around a little bit. If you take out the player that you're going for, you get 2 points. If your entire team takes out their targets, you'll get 4 points on top of that. So a total, or 3 points on top of that, excuse me. So 11 total points, and that resets every 4 minutes. Your target resets. So you're going to be going around trying to take out the one person that you've got in front of you. Don't take out the wrong person, because you'll lose points if you take out the wrong person. And you're just trying to get as many points as you possibly can. We'll do this for 3 rounds. It's going to be wild. Just chaos. Hopefully a lot of the players will laugh too. I'm excited to get into it. This is going to be some crazy stuff. I mean, Seltzer, if you were in this game, what would your strategy be?
Hey.
Well, it's very interesting how the players have to find their assassination target. Like you said, every player has a single target they have to find, and they're going to start with a compass that's going to lead them in the right direction. But it's not going to